All right, dear children, very good morning to all of you, and welcome back to the class. Today we are going to discuss about the topic called quadratic equations. Already you learned so many things in quadratic equations or not, dear children? Tell me, you learned so many things here, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
sir.
Yes, already this is 10th standard topic, but in 9th standard only we have given you all details from Kalpariksha classes, and we are going to get deeper into this chapter, and let's try to wind it up. Do you remember all these things, dear children? B square minus 4 is equal to 0 and greater than 0 and less than 0. Yesterday I confirmed all these things, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, what kind of question comes? No, write down this question, all of you. Write down this question so that you get feel of it. What is the nature of what is the nature of what is the nature of solutions of x square plus 4x plus 20 is equal to 0? Now this x square plus 4x plus 20 equal to 0 have some solutions or not? Tell me, dear children. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now they
Yes,
are
sir.
asking what is the nature of those solutions. Nature means, you understand nature. Nature means whether they are real and same solution, whether they are real and different solution, or they are asking whether they have no real solution and imaginary solutions are there. What kind of nature is of these solutions they are asking? Did you get the question?
Yes, sir.
They are not asking you to find the solutions. They are asking you what is the nature of solutions. That's it. Did you get the question, dear children?
Yes, sir.
You should not find the solution. You should just find out what is the nature of solution. It is very simple how to do it. You have to write it as x square plus 4x plus 20 is equal to 0. Then you have to compare it with what? You have to compare it with ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Then in this you are going to get a is equal to 1 and b is equal to 4 and c is equal to 20. Clear, no?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yeah. Now to find out the nature of solution, what you have to find out? You have to find out b square minus 4ac. Now what is the meaning of b square minus 4ac? You know b, a and c. B square is like 4 square. 4 square minus 4 into a is like 1 and c is like 20. Correct, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. B square is 4 square minus 4 into ac is 4 into 1 into 20. Now if I have written like this, so it becomes 16 minus 80, right, dear children?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
16 minus 80 is like 64, no? Sorry, minus 64, no? It is?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? So, whatever this b square minus 4ac you have got minus 64, this is less than 0 or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? So, less than 0 means what you are going to write about nature of solution? No real solution. No real solution. Then what you are going to write? Then you are going to write imaginary solutions exist. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Because yesterday I told you, what I told you, if this b square minus 4ac is less than 0 means no real solution and imaginary solution exists. I told you, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So I hope everybody got it. Shall I go to next question, dear children?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
this much only. For time being, you understand this much only. Okay. So what is the meaning of it? That you will learn in 10th standard also. I will carry forward. 10th also will just complete it. Don't worry about it. Let me give you some more idea. Okay. Now, for example, if I give 2x plus 3 equal to 0, how many solutions will come for this? 2x plus 3 equal to 0 means how many will come? Just tell me. 2x is equal to, it becomes minus 3 and x is equal to, it becomes minus 3 by 2 or not? Yes or no? So
Yes,
this
sir.
x equal to minus 3 by is called as what? It is called as 0 of 2x plus 3 equal to 0, right? Or 0 of 2x plus 3, no? This answer is called 0 of 2x plus 3, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what kind of equation it is? Is it a linear equation, dear children? Hmm? Is it a linear equation or not? So it's a linear
Yes, sir.
equation means how many zeros you got? You got only one zero, no? I mean that is like only -3/2 you got. Now if I say like something like 2x square or x square, just I mean think about it. Only x square plus 7x plus 10 equal to 0. X square plus 7x plus 10 equal to 0. Yesterday we did the solution for this, and we got something like what we got. We got x equal to -5 and x equal to -2, right? Both answers we got. No, just check if you want. Both we got, no, -5 and -2.
Yes,
If you
sir.
don't want to check, you can have a look here only. X square plus 7x plus 10. Okay. I think it is there in the last document, I guess. Yeah, it is there in the last document. That also I can show you. Okay, in this gravitation as well as this one. So in that chapter it is there. So you found out, no? So x square plus 7x plus 10. You found out those values. Yes or no, dear children? Did you find out or not? Look at
Yes,
this.
sir.
X square plus 7x plus 10 means you got solutions. What are the solutions? You got -2 and -5, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? So you got these solutions means, so both of these for this x square minus 7x plus 10, already you should be knowing about this. Already we got two solutions means, now what kind of equation it is, dear children? This equation is quadratic equation, no?
Yes, sir.
Now
Yes, sir.
how many zeros are there for quadratic equation? Just check here, 2 zeros, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, here linear equation means degree is 1. So that's why only 1 0. Here quadratic equation is degree is 2. That's why 2 zeros. Now, if somebody asks you how many zeros does x cube plus 3x square plus x plus 10 equal to 0 have? If they ask you like this, x cube plus 3x square plus x plus 10 has, how many zeros it has? What should be your answer? Your answer should be whatever degree it has, no? For example, this is cubic equation, no? 3 degrees there, no? So that's why number of zeros is also 3. Understood, dear children?
Yes, sir.
Yes, clear?
Yes, sir.
So if they're asking, here is the polynomial, they are giving some polynomial p of x and they're asking you how many number of zeros are there. If they give any polynomial like x to the power 20 minus 20 x square, if they're giving like this, how many zeros it will have? It will have 20 zeros. Clear, dear children?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So whatever is the degree of the polynomial, now those many number of zeros will be there. So number of zeros, whatever number of zeros we get, that will be equal to degree of the polynomial. Understood, dear children?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Degree of polynomial or degree of equation. I hope it is clear.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Shall I move to next thing now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that's why look at this. So this b square minus 4ac we write, no? So this b square minus 4ac is equal to 0 means only one solution come here. Same solution. Why I'm saying same solution means real, and quadratic equation means how many solutions should be there? Two solutions should be there, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? So that's why what I'm saying real and same solution. Here I'm saying real and different solution. Here I'm saying no real solution, imaginary solution. Imaginary solutions also, they will be 2 in number, and different solution, they are also 2 in number. Same solution means it will be same only, but we'll write, then also we write two solutions, 4 and 4, 5 and 5, 6 and 6, because already we have decided that number of zeros for quadratic equation is 2. We have decided that, no, dear children?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So that's why real and same solutions I call it. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Shall I go to next thing now?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So do this question. Let me give you one question. So let us try to understand the concept through that. Okay. Now they're asking you find zeros of. They are giving something like find zeros of. Find zeros of x square minus 3x plus 20. by using quadratic formula. Do this by using quadratic formula. What you are supposed to do, dear children, you know this, no? First of all, you have to write the equation x square minus 3x plus 20 equal to 0. Please turn off your mics, all of you. Then you have to write it like ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, no? Then you should write a equal to b, a equal to 1, b equal to minus 3, and c equal to 20, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now tell me, directly you should go for the formula or you should find out b square minus 4ac first?
B square minus 4ac.
Here look at this. Now directly would have gone, but now you have to find out b square minus 4ac. Why you want to waste your energy by writing all the formula and finding out? First, what you have to find out? You have to find out b square minus 4ac. If this b square minus 4ac is coming greater than 0 or equal to 0, then you have to carry forward the calculation. If it is coming less than 0 means immediately you have to stop the calculation. You have to say no real solutions exist, only imaginary solutions exist, and you have to leave there only. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So, okay, let us try to find out b square minus 4ac. So, b square minus 4ac is equal to, b means what is there? Minus 3 is there. Then I told you like it is minus 3 whole square. Then minus 4 into a is like 1. And to c is, what is the value of c? C is 20.
20.
4ac. Okay. So, it becomes minus 3 whole square is like 9. 9 minus 80. Now, look at this. 9 minus 80 means it becomes minus 71, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So it's less than, that's why I told you. Now, otherwise, how you would have done? You would have written like x is equal to minus b plus or minus under root b square minus 4ac divided by 2. Your energy would have wasted, no? By writing all this.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So that's why
Yes.
first you have to find out this. Now it is less than 0. B square minus 4ac is minus 71 means it is less than 0. That's why you have to say no real solutions exist. No real solution exists. Okay, only imaginary solutions exist. Only imaginary solutions are there. No need to write this second statement, but I want you to have complete feeling of the subject, complete feel of the subject from Kalpavriksha classes. That's why I'm giving you this extra data also. Now, these imaginary solutions, where you are going to study? I told you, no, where you are going to study about these imaginary solutions, dear children.
11th class.
I told you, 11th class. Okay, if you are connected to us, we'll be teaching you this. Okay, clear, dear children? Shall I go to next thing now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, all right. The
Yes,
things
sir.
are becoming clear day by day. Okay, let us try to solve some of the word problems also so that these things become very clear to you. All right.
Yes, sir.
You understand the meaning of consecutive numbers, dear children?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Consecutive
Yes,
numbers
sir.
means what? One after the other. No, for example, 10 and 11 are
Continuous.
consecutive numbers. Continuous. Yes, continuous numbers are called consecutive numbers. Okay. So let me give you one problem here. Take down this question. Product of, do the simple questions. Product of two consecutive positive integers. Product of two consecutive positive integers is 12. Is 12. Find them. Find them. Product of two consecutive positive integers is 12, and they're asking you to find them. Find them, all of you. How can you do this? This question. Can I assume one positive integer to be x, dear children?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Let first positive integer is equal to x. Can I assume like that?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
can I take a second positive integer? What it will become? Will it become x plus 1?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? First positive integer is like x, and second positive integer become x plus 1 or not?
Yes,
Yes,
Yes
yes,
or
sir.
no? Because they are saying what they are saying. They are saying consecutive positive integers. No, consecutive means one after the other. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, what they are saying, product of two consecutive positive integers is 12 means, can I write x into x plus 1 is equal to 12?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Because they are only saying product of two consecutive positive integers is 12. One positive integer is like x, another is x plus 1 because they are consecutive and their product is 12. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This x into x becomes x square, and x into plus 1 becomes x into 1 is like x, and if you it is equal to 12. Correct? No?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now this can be written as x square plus x minus 12 is equal to 0. Can I write like this?
Yes, sir.
X square plus x minus, I'm sending this 12 this side, it becomes minus 12 is equal to 0, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now use the factorization. 1 into 12. 1 into 12 is there. Write the factors. What are the factors? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. No? Factors are, these are the factors, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Now choose two numbers whose sum is like 1 and whose product is like minus 12. What are they? Can I write them like x square plus 4x minus 3x minus 12 is equal to 0? Can I write like this?
Yes,
Can I
sir.
write like this? 4x minus 3x is like 1x, no? 4x minus 3x is 1x, x. And 4 into minus 3 is minus 12. 1 into minus 12 is minus 12. 4 into minus 3 is also minus 12. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? Think over it. Everybody is getting it, whatever I am writing?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now in this starting two things, can I take x common? If I take x common, what will be remaining inside? X plus 4, no? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Starting two terms I am talking about. X square plus 4x I am talking about. Okay? So in that x I am taking common means x plus 4. Similarly, here also what will remain? X plus 4 will remain. And what comes here? Here minus 3x is there, here x is there. So I am going to write it as minus 3, that is equal to 0. Correct, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then afterwards, so what will I write? I will write it as x minus 3 into x plus 4 is equal to 0, right?
Yes, sir.
Then what it becomes? Yes, everybody knows this, no? Prime factorization method already I have explained in the last class.
Yes, sir.
Yes, splitting the middle term. So can I say x minus 3 is equal to 0? Or, or I have to write it, in front of this only. Or x plus 4 is equal to 0. Can I write like this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then I am going to get x equal to 3. And I am going to get another x is equal to minus 4. Now I got two solutions. Definitely I will get two solutions only. Which one should I keep and which one I should remove? Tell me. See, x is what? Is it positive integer? X, is it a positive integer or not?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Positive, sir.
So that means now I should be neglecting this, no?
Yes, sir.
Why? Because it is negative, no?
Yes, sir.
So that's why this becomes correct option, no? Yes or no? So that's why what will be my answer? First positive integer. First positive integer is equal to x equal to 3. And how about second positive integer? Second positive integer is like x plus 1, no? Second positive integer is equal to x plus 1, and x plus 1 means 3 plus 1, and that is equal to 4. Now look at this. 3 into 4 is 12 or not? Product is 12 or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah? So like this, there are hundreds of questions in your 10th standard which are called word problems. What kind of problems these are called, dear children? These kind of problems
Word
are called
problem.
word problems. Word problems, because there is some wording So you have to create one situation out of that and you have to solve it, no?
Yes, sir.
Clear, dear children? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I mean, you want to do more of these kind of problems or not?
More, sir.
More of this
sir.
kind of problems means once you can do them in assignment. One is like you can do them in assignment, or you can refer 10th standard mathematics textbook. Clear, dear children?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. If you keep on, see, in quadratic equation, everything is covered now. In quadratic equation of 10th standard of quadratic equation, whatever you are supposed to know, 10th standard quadratic equation, whatever you are supposed to know, everything is solved. Everything is known to you. Everything is solved. All data you have. Now, how much of hard work you do, how much effort you put, that much you will understand in quadratic equation, all those word problems. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
I hope things are very, very clear to you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now one more thing. What we are doing in probability? Do you remember what we are doing in probability, dear children?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you remember it or not?
Remember, sir.
So try to
Remember,
remember. No. First of all, I'm not going to end the class. Okay. I'm going to share it first because quadratic equation, all details are given to you so that you feel confident. And these videos are also there. And whenever you want, you can watch them. And you can learn it even if you are coming to 10th standard also. Okay, because 9th and 10th we don't separate. Already I have told you. Let me share it first so that we can carry forward with the next things. Okay, dear son, did it came? Did it come?
Yes, sir.
yes,
Came,
sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right. So now what I will do, otherwise I will have this continuous video. Now I am going to end this class. Again, I will start the class. Will you rejoin?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
Yes,
that
sir.
we'll have a separate video. We'll have a separate video for we'll have a separate video for probability. Is it clear? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬಿಡ್ರಿ ಈಗ ಎಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೊಳ್ಳಿ ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ 1 minute ಒಳಗೆ ಚಾಲು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ probability ಸಪರೇಟ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಆಗಿಬಿಡ್ತಾವ ಇವ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
fine.
sir.
So I will see you in a minute. Okay, I'm going to end the class now. You immediately join. Okay, fine. Thank you. Bye.
Yes, sir. Bye, sir.
Bye, sir.